Coming up on the Athena Ronnie Show, we have special guests Georgette Jones and Ronnie McDowell. I cannot wait for you to see what we have in store for you.
The Athena Ronnie Show.
First guest on my show, I thought it would be very fitting to have my father on the show, Mr. Ronnie McDowell.
Well, thank you, and I'm here live and in color, and both of us are dressed in black.
Welcome to my show.
And you look mighty pretty.
Thank you.
And I see down here you got a cheat sheet.
Daddy.
I see your notes.
Daddy.
That's okay. Hey.
Yeah, only Daddy would tell on you.
Everybody does it.
Well, you're my dad and I have to have cheat sheets. So,
Yeah, that's
hey,
right.
first
That's
show.
right. You
so
don't know anything about me.
there's a lot of probably don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, that goes two ways.
let's be honest.
Two ways.
So I have my first question for you. This is a question that I've been asked my entire life.
Okay.
What is it like to be Ronnie McDowell's child? So my question in reverse is, what is it like to be my dad? Because everybody always has asked me that question. What's it like to have a famous dad and to have Ronnie McDowell be your dad? And because you've always been my dad, I don't know. I don't know life any different than you being a successful person and being out in the public eye. So I just thought that was an interesting question because...
That is an interesting question because... you know, you kids, you just look at me like dad.
Yes.
You don't, and all the TV shows that y'all have been to, all the shows, everything you've witnessed that I have done, in your early childhood, because you were only 5 when I had my first record. So, and I'm sure that had to be like crazy and haywire for you. All that commotion and all that craziness that was going on when I had that first record, which was a huge record, The King Is Gone, about Elvis Presley. I actually had just a little bit of that pandemonium because the Elvis emotion was so high and fans were reaching and trying to tear my clothes off. So I had just a little of that. So it was a crazy world.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember how scared I used to get.
Well, imagine how scared I was.
Well, I was 5.
Well, that's true. I never will forget when that record hit on Friday. They wanted me on the Grand Ole Opry that next night. Well, I didn't even know the words. We just threw it together the night before. So I walked out on the Grand Ole Opry and it was packed. And I was like, Lord, please let me remember these words. I never missed a syllable or a word. And so then I had to jump in my Camaro and fly down to Chattanooga because they had me on a show at this club called the Hitching Post. So I drove up. Here's all these TV trucks, and it was, the